We are living in a world of constant transformation, and it comes down to two key areas of focus. And if you help your children build a strong foundation on these focus areas, you can set them up for success now and into their future. Hey, this is Moni saying this channel is created to help you raise your children, your students, up for success in this ever transforming world. You watch these videos because you know that there is something more inside these kids. They got the Steve Jobs type of talent hidden inside them. So let's progress forward as we raise resilient creators. We are living in an always on world that's in constant transformation. So, we are going to start by looking at what's happening in this world, the industry. And it's important because, as parents, as teachers, as caregivers, educators, we are in the business of developing children who are future and life ready. And the more we are equipped with understanding where that future is heading, the better we can help our students. Now, we have been in the midst of a significant transformation in the industry. And the transition has been so compelling that it's called Industry 4.0 to represent the fourth revolution in the way we produce products. Now, from the very first industrial revolution back in the 1700s, that involved mechanization through water and steam power, we moved on to mass production and assembly lines in the 1800s using electricity, and that was part of the second industrial revolution. And then for the third revolution from the late 1900s, where we saw the emergence of computers and automation. And today, we are in the fourth industrial revolution, which has taken what was started in the third with the adoption of computers and automation and enhanced it with smart and autonomous systems fueled by data and machine learning. And now and into the future, as the Industry 4.0 is unfolding, computers are more and more connected and communicating with one another to ultimately make decisions without human involvement. Now, if you look at deeper into what's enabling Industry 4.0, some of the foundational pillars are artificial intelligence, robotics, Internet of Things, autonomous vehicles, 3D printing, augmented reality, nanotechnology, biotechnology, material science, energy storage, quantum computing, just to name a few. Many of these technologies are still being fully defined, and we know that many new technologies will emerge as the Industry 4.0 further fully unfolds. Now, today we see AI all around us, from self driving cars and drones to virtual assistants like Alexa and Siri. And then we have software that translate, transcribe, or even invest for us. Impressive progress has been made in AI in recent years, and it's driven by exponential increases in computing power and by the availability of vast amounts of data. Now, in today's world of big data, so much massive quantities of data are being collected and they're stored by organizations all around the world. And just to put the world's data into perspective, they amount to about 200 billion high definition movies, which, if one person was to go watch them, would take 47 million years to watch. That's a lot. Now, if we look at digital fabrication technologies, they, in the meanwhile, are interacting with the biological world on a daily basis. We have engineers, designers, and architects combining computational data, designing, additive manufacturing, materials engineering, and synthetic biology to pioneer a symbiosis between microorganisms, our bodies, the products we consume, and even the buildings we inhabit. Augmented and virtual reality is leading to tremendous interest and growth in the metaverse. Now, in simple terms, metaverse is a virtual world where people can put up personas, buy digital goods, heard of the NFTs, the non-fungible tokens, and I'll talk more about that in one of the future videos. And you can even make money in metaverse the way it's being thought of. Now, we have read about and seen parallel universes in science fiction books and movies. We have wrecked our brains trying to understand the doppelgangers and time travel. And now imagine in our own lifetime, each person living multiple lives. The way the world is going, we could be in multiple parallel universes. So in the real world, we may find our children sitting in a pair of jeans and t-shirt eating pizza in front of a computer screen. But the next minute they could be in the Disney metaverse, dressed up as Cinderella in elegant palace, dancing with the Prince Charming, wearing Louis Vuitton glass sandals and carrying a Gucci clutch. And elsewhere in the digital world, they may be in the ESPN metaverse, donning Nike sneakers, drinking virtual Gatorade in their Under Armour tees, and playing tennis with Serena Williams. So you see, Industry 4.0 is bringing a technological fusion which is blurring the lines between our physical, our digital, and our biological worlds. And what's more, we have Industry 5.0, which is on the horizon, and it's intending to complement the innovations of Industry 4.0 with more human touch, more human intelligence, so that we can get it to be more sustainable and resilient. Now, on top of all of this, we have disruptors like blockchain, we have NFTs, the non fungible tokens, the cryptocurrencies, which are changing the way transactions are done globally and are creating virtual goods to crave for. Now, could these technologies become more and more mainstream? They already are, and they probably are going to continue going down that pathway. Now, if you take a deeper look at the various technologies that enable these disruptions, the foundational pillars, all the pillars that are related to some kind of science, technology, engineering, mathematics, a STEM field, some kind of a STEM skill or a combination thereof. So let's take a moment to look at these skills in a little more details for a moment. Now, Brookings Institution, a leading research entity, examined the specific STEM skills being listed in various job postings. They looked at more than 3 million job advertisements representing 52,000 companies. And by analyzing jobs based on the amount of core STEM knowledge they require, the research expanded the number and diversity of occupations related to STEM. The findings concluded that STEM skills are required in a plethora of jobs. The occupation includes not only the engineers, the computer programmers, but also occupations like industrial designers, plumbers, nurses, doctors, and accountants. Now, the research included charts of various core STEM skills as represented by those 3 million jobs. In my curiosity, I counted those skills. And here is how it went. Roughly, computer skills comprised about 200 different skills like Java, MySQL, Microsoft, network security, database administration, etc. We had engineering skill comprising of about 175 different skills, including structural design, occupation safety, mechanical engineering, PCB layout, electrical design, cost analysis, etc. We have life and social sciences, about 50 different skills, including environmental studies, DNA, microbiology, genomics, clinical psychology, air quality control, and more. And then we had installation and repair, comprising of about 125 different skills, including automotive diagnostics, power saws, electrical wiring, computer maintenance, network installation, carpentry, building codes, and more. So the aha fact here is that while we commonly relate STEM skills directly with many STEM professions, these skills are also prevalent in many traditionally non-STEM jobs, at least traditionally considered to be non-STEM jobs. Now, while all these transformations and demands have been in play for some time, the speed of such changes has been accelerating due to rapid technological innovations. Now, whereas the first three industrial revolutions took decades to play out, today's revolutions last only as long as it takes for industry wide implementation to complete itself.